In this video, I'm gonna go over the top 6 things to look for and look out for, whether you're a contractor or you're looking to hire a contractor. These things will definitely change your life in terms of projects. All right, so let's get into some insight on if you're gonna hire a contractor, things to look out for, and things that you definitely want to see, giving you more peace of mind when hiring someone. The first things I want to go over are things that could be red flags. Now, I'm a contractor in Idaho, and I'm currently also hiring contractors for other projects, flipping of properties. So I got contractors over there doing that. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum, both being a contractor that clients have hired and also hiring contractors as myself being a client. So one of the biggest red flags right away that I would say walk away is if someone asks for a lot of money up front, especially if it's 50% or more. I just question that because a lot of people have a tendency of getting paid and never showing up again. So if someone wants 50% or more, or they want it all, definitely be skeptical of this person. When I first started, would only ask for a little bit. I wanted to put more faith in my clients and having me have to put out a little bit of money versus them giving me a ton of money and then expecting me to perform. Also, I like working for money. I don't like earning anything that I haven't worked for. And so that gave me more incentive to get the project done and do a good job. So again, watch out for people that want a lot of money up front because you may not see them ever again. Watch out for contractors with cats. Another thing to watch out for, other than the guy that's gonna ask for a ton of money up front, is if their estimate is way too cheap and they say they can start right away. These definitely are red flags because it has to make you wonder if they're good at what they do. Right now, especially in the trades, I don't care what you do, you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you're a carpenter, you should be slammed. You should be busy if you're good at what you're doing. So if someone comes up and gives you an estimate and you know right away, this sounds too good to be true, this is way too cheap, and they're gonna start tomorrow, definitely add some follow-up questions with that. Now, if they are too cheap of a bid, they can start tomorrow and they want more than 50%, I would say no, do not hire this person. I've never done this, and it's definitely something you want to avoid. I guarantee you, if you give this person money, you won't see or hear from them ever again. All right, number 4, and this is a huge one, is just overall communication. Now, what I try to strive for with my clients is being very on top of how I communicate through my texting, through my email, and through my phone calls. I don't let people wait a long time for me to get back to them. And on the contrary, as the contractor, I like when the clients can give me feedback relatively quickly as well. The better that a contractor and client can communicate, I feel like overall the flow of the project is much more smooth and can run efficiently versus having headaches on they're not texting me back. It's been 2 days and I've been calling and I've got nothing back, and this throws up so many red flags. Clients will get irritated, or if a contractor is trying to get answers from the customer on a project they're working on and they're not hearing back, it's the same way because the contractor feels like they're wasting time, which is costing them money, and they can't get answers from the customer. So communication is absolutely a must. And if you notice right off the bat that the person you're trying to hire, this contractor, is already a little bit shaky on communication, I wouldn't go with this person. I'll tell you right now, it'll save you a lot of headache versus someone that is prompt, texts you back, calls you back, responds to your emails. That's someone that you definitely want to work with. So again, make sure that the communication is there on both sides. Me as a contractor try to make sure I'm the best at communicating, and now hiring contractors as well for projects, I want to make sure they're communicating well with me for what I'm paying for. So there's a lot of things you want to make sure you're aware of before you're hang on one second. Hey, cut it, I gotta take this. Hey, yeah, where are you? You said you'd be there 2 days ago. I gave you the deposit. Now you want to take my money, bail, and ask, like, you're absolutely unprofessional. I can't believe it. Dude, stop, what are you doing? All right, number 3, I would ask to see some other work. Now, me personally, with my branding and how I try to grow my business, I utilize social media to the max. I have a website, I have all the social medias with Instagram, with TikTok, Facebook. My work is out there for the world to see. But if you're hiring someone else, you may not have seen their work. So I would definitely say, hey, do you have a website or do you have other projects that you can show me similar to what you're going to be doing for me? This is again going to create some validation that you're hiring someone that does know what they're doing. So if they show you that, that's great. That's a good sign to move forward. However, if they're a little bit reluctant to show you any past work, or they don't have any work to show you at all, you might start to be skeptical and thinking, this person really hasn't done this job before. They're not qualified to do this trade. And I'd be skeptical with moving forward with your project if they're not going to show you any previous work. All right, number 2, let's say you've gotten past all the red flags. They didn't ask you for a ton of money. They are actually booked out for the next 3 to 4 weeks, so that's good. They have other work that they're working on. Their communication is great. So these are all good things, but I would start to ask again at this point for a license, a W-9, and a contract. These are things that, again, if they're not going to show you these things, they're not going to provide them for you, I would get a little bit skeptical. Again, when we're talking about qualifications, if they're not licensed, they don't want to give you W-9, and they want to avoid taxes, these are just red flags. Is this someone you really want working on your property, on your business, right? Also, get something in writing. I've learned the hard way on both ends of the spectrum that not having something in writing will come back and bite you in the ass. You will end up paying for it if you don't have it in writing. So all of my contracts now and projects that I do are in writing, and I have them signed so that I'm covering my you-know-what in case things hit the you-know-where, and I know that I can cover myself financially. But if someone's trying to do work for you and they're not going to provide a contract and nothing's listed out of what they're actually doing, this is grounds for them coming back to you saying, well, I never was going to do that, or that's not what we talked about, or I wasn't on the same page with you with that, and they're still going to want to try and take your money. So make sure that they'll at least give you a license number if it's required, a W-9 for taxes, and a contract or something in writing that you guys are both agreeing on. This is very important. If you made it this far in the video, glad you're here. Leave a comment below if you've had any crazy experiences in the past with contractors, or if you're a contractor watching this and you've had some run-ins with some clients, I definitely want to hear about it. Number 1, things that I always look for, both being a contractor and hiring a contractor, is referrals. If I'm referred to someone for business, I've almost always received their business from that client because their friend already has done business with me, and the friend is telling another friend that they trust me, they trust my business, I performed, did everything I said I was going to do. So if I'm referred to someone else, you better guarantee that you're probably going to gain that business. Now, if you're a customer on the hiring side, if another contractor friend refers a contractor, this is someone, again, that has that trust, that's done what they said they were going to do, and this is someone that, over everything else I've said, should be at the top of your list in terms of who you're going to hire. So if you have a referral, definitely talk to them first. Make sure all those boxes check out. This is the person that you definitely want to do business with. In the world of contracting, there's definitely horror stories of buildings getting messed up, houses getting destroyed, and worst of all, people stealing your money where they vanish and you never hear from them again. I have tips and things that I've learned over the years that definitely help avoid that and negate anything from happening if you follow these steps. So if you're a contractor or you're someone that's looking to hire a contractor, look for these things, try them out. I guarantee you that this will make life a lot easier and eliminate a lot of headaches in your remodel process or your construction business. I hope that this video has definitely helped. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel and check out these other videos. You're watching TMBRMAN TV.